In today's video, you will learn how to create Dolly Zoom effect in CapCut. The Dolly Zoom effect is one of the most cinematic camera effects used in filmmaking and video editing. It creates a dramatic visual illusion where the subject stays nearly the same size while the background appears to stretch or compress behind them. CapCut makes it possible to recreate this effect directly on PC using keyframes, scaling, and position adjustments. To begin, import your video into the timeline. For the best results, use footage that contains a relatively stationary subject, while the camera either moves toward or away from that subject. This type of movement is important because the Dolly Zoom effect relies on the relationship between camera movement and scaling adjustments. Once your clip is added, trim away any unnecessary sections so you are only working with the part of the footage where the movement looks clean and consistent. After preparing the clip, select the video in the timeline and enable the master keyframe controls for both size and position. Make sure uniform scaling is turned on so the proportions of the video remain consistent while resizing. At this stage, choose a reference point within the frame that you want to keep visually stable during the effect. This could be a person, object, building, or any subject that remains important throughout the shot. The goal is to keep this reference point appearing in nearly the same position while the background changes perspective around it. Move to the ending point of the clip and begin adjusting the scale ratio. As you resize the footage, also adjust the position so the chosen reference subject lines up with its original placement from the first frame. You may need to switch back and forth between the beginning and ending frames multiple times to fine-tune the alignment and make the movement look smooth. Small adjustments usually create the best results because they help the illusion feel more natural and cinematic. Once the subject remains consistently positioned between the first and last keyframes, the Dolly Zoom effect is essentially complete. When you preview the clip, you should notice the background appearing to shift dramatically while the subject remains visually anchored in place. If you want to create the opposite version of the effect, such as a zoom in instead of a zoom out, you can simply reverse the clip without changing the keyframes. This instantly flips the direction of the motion while preserving the same visual effect. And that is how you create a Dolly Zoom effect in CapCut PC using keyframes, scaling, and position adjustments for a more cinematic style.